a brief description for anyone who cares, and that should be no one, but hey, if you're watching this, whatever, of my horrendous journey down to hot ice. Yesterday being Saturday the 5th, because it really was. Like, it just didn't work out. I thought if I leave at 3 o'clock, that will be enough time for me to get the train I need to get, leaving to Preston, which I can then change to get to the Blackpool Pleasure Beach station, arriving in Blackpool at 6:15, which, as we all know, is like the last train you can get from Preston to get there in time for the evening show, which I've never done before. I've never just gone to an evening show before from home, but I thought, whatever, let's just try it. So I decided to do that. I left at home at 3. The bus didn't come for ages. I finally got the bus, and then I was like rushing to the train station, my first train station, which is dead nearby, and thankfully the train was late to get me into like Manchester Central, so I was able to get it, and then I hopped on another train, so I finally arrived into the Manchester station I needed, and I had to still buy my ticket, which was so stupid. I should have just booked it online, but I thought, like, well, if I end up missing it, then I can't really go. But I think I heard it announced, but I was just like so focused by this point, so wanting to see the show, that I just like bought it. And then I went to the office and was like, when's the next train to Preston? And he confirmed I just missed one and said the next was at 3 minutes past 5. So I went to it, and I'm feeling all panicky and all worried because he told me that it gets into Preston at 6. Now that's not good enough, because the train leaving to get me there for 6:15 leaves at 6:45. So I just didn't know what to do, but this train was going to Blackpool North, and I thought, well, Blackpool North is like not that far away from like the arena. I mean, I've walked it in half an hour before. So anyway, I said to him, I said to the well, I asked people on the platform first. I said, I've got a ticket for Blackpool Pleasure Beach, but I actually want to go to Blackpool North now. Like, could I still use my ticket, or do I have to buy a new one? Please say no. But they were like, it should be okay, ask on the train. The guy on the train said it should be fine, and he couldn't remember what time it was due in at Blackpool North, but said it should be like before 6:30. But it wasn't. It was past 6:30. When I arrived in Blackpool, I was panicking, and I have a thing, like, I don't like to use taxis by myself. I never have in my whole entire life. Well, you can better believe that when I arrive at Blackpool North Station at about 6:35 PM, and the show is at 7, I'm getting a taxi. It must have taken about 5 minutes to get a taxi, because it was 20 to 7 by the time I asked this taxi driver how long will it take, and he said, oh, anywhere between 15 and 25 minutes. I nearly had a heart attack. No, I didn't, but, you know, I was, like, worried. So, anyway, he drives me there, and I think I arrive at the arena about 4 minutes to 7. Yes, people, yes. I managed to get the ticket. I did try ringing up in the taxi and being like, can I book a ticket? And he was like, no, you have to get it on arrival now. So, I mean, I tried. Anyway, so I went there, and of course, like, I was way too late for the picture, which turned out to be King Johnny. I'm sorry. I'll never get over that. I won't, because I really wanted a picture with him. Because I've got one with Daria Peminova, because I got one with her last year. Okay, it was horrible because I was fat and I was wearing shorts. Oh, hashtag bad decisions. But I don't know, I had kind of an impression, can I just say, of him, like, I don't know, maybe like not wanting to do pictures and stuff. Because, okay, last year at the show, after one of the shows, really near the end of the run, where I went a few times, there was this girl who spotted him outside of the dressing rooms after one of the shows, and she kind of went to him, and it was only a young girl, I don't know, about 13, 14, I don't know, and she went, oh, were you in the show? And he just went, no. Oh, I'm sorry. I think I even shouted out something like, yeah, right, Evgenii, and then just moved on, but he wouldn't have heard me. Well, I hope he didn't. But I just thought that was funny. I just thought, well, he obviously doesn't want to be identified, or maybe he was just completely joking. Yeah, he was probably completely joking now, because it was, like, really nice to the public, you know, when he was signing yesterday, and he signed my programme, and it looks really good. It's got a really good signature, and it's like a little smile underneath it. Hooray! So just hopefully I can get Daria on the other side of the page at some point, Where were we? Anyway, yeah, so moving on, so I arrived really late, and I was going to try and sit in block 8, but the seat I asked for, 96, was gone. So, I was like, okay. Ended up in block 3, but not the one I want, because at some point I really want the seat in block 3 next to the entrance, if you've ever seen the show. Or if you know what I'm on about, you'll all know why I want to sit there. It's gonna happen. It's hashtag gonna happen someday, because I'm gonna see a lot of shows, and I'm sure I'll get that seat at some point. Anyway, yeah, so basically first half sat there, and I did see people sat in the seat that I wanted to sit in, but then they moved, so hey. Second half I sat there, and got the lovely high fives at the end, or some of them, because let's face it, they're mostly not for me, I know that, they're for the girl on my right, and that's so fine, and that's the way it should be. But yeah, and then I don't know, I went to stage door, but yeah, we're just getting into another video, because this is supposed to be about the travel. So anyway, yes, and then getting the train back, and then so the train back was late, and so then I missed my next train, and then I got a bus replacement service. Heck yes, so that was very, very late, and I was pushing it, and yeah, and then another bus, and then I had to walk, and I got to him very late. But it was all so worth it, because I was telling myself, you know, because it was such a stressful and hard journey, I was just like, don't panic, don't think about how, like, kind of hard this is, because you never know, you could end up having a really good night, and considering the fact that I went to that stage door, it was definitely worth it. Okay, but that was my awful journey, and it was like very stressful and very hard, and I nearly missed it, but I didn't, so it all worked out in the end.